Where this Slark starts getting the Essence shift up, become very scary for this lineup. It's an old school silencer counter as well. I don't know if we're going to see the Slark Shadow Blade playstyle, but it is a hero that can eliminate vision from the map and make the fights very awkward for this Secret support duo.
Well, they may have gotten the early ward pickup, which is really good, not just for gold, but experience too. But Thunder, do you get 3 bounties? Are they going to pay for it, though? Looks like Matthew will, as the next stun is going to be coming up. He pops the Very Fire, the Split Earth lands, though, and Resolution picks up the first blood.
Oh, very nice start for him. That is a big kill to give away. I mean, you're giving this offlane like Shrek a very large head start against Slark. She's going to be very happy to abuse, and Because also choosing to let this block his wave and let the first wave under his tower. So this lane is going to shoot out very fast. Normally something I don't enjoy doing with Slark. This hero isn't that good at abusing heroes early. Generally want to play for that level 4 to 6 type area where you at least have some stats.
What is the point of ever pulling the creep wave under your tower? It pushes out, is it for what, like trying to get pulls off?
I mean, if you do it well, you can almost guarantee a level 2 first, and you can try and kill them with it. You're also going to double wave them, so it's harder for them to aggress on you and earn your regen.
Sure.
So in that sense, it might be safer for Pakaz. But I still think after the first blood and the wave being up this far, I mean, Rezo has got to feel very good right now. He's sitting on extra stats, extra range versus double melee lane. They put Matthew down here as well.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting. Normally we try and pair up range hero with melee heroes, so we have this nice spacing, but they keep Pandamu at top lane.
I think they're worried about this Ursa Tide matchup, probably for good reason. You put a Nyx Tide up here versus Ursa. Fuzzy Wuzzy is not going to make your life happy. So I can understand that switch, but I am worried about this Nyx Slark lane. This is not a strong lane by any means, and it's just giving Rezo free harass for the entire period. Kaz might just go down.
He's gonna have to blow the stick charges and barely squeeze right on by Zayat. Keep himself alive, but staying alive is a far stretch from being able to win the lane. Being fed all these tangos isn't gonna change much. He's gonna have a hard time approaching the creep wave with this kind of kill power.
It's gonna be tough side lanes for Thunder. They're gonna have to play them very well over the next, the early game to get out of them in a good shape. Not like last game where they had all the new power in the world to just sway those core matchups.
That always feels bad. Using a spell and still getting it denied. Puppey is going to die in the top lane, so the combinations of slows here. The Crystal Main pop the mangoes. They're going to catch him too. They managed to grab mid-jump there, and the finishing blow delivered by Pandamu. Looks like the decision to put the Crystal Maid in the top lane has won a matchup that normally is not won. Tidehunter versus Ursa. Normally that's a freebie.
I'm not sure Secret should be giving up the kills on this lane, but of course Secert and Pandamu committing all 4 nukes on this lane early to get those kills, and that's a huge payoff for them. Anytime you can swing these bad matches for Tide with Gush, you're very happy.
Oh, gets a bounce block. This time Zayat stays in front of him, and they're going to get them maybe the +1. He does have the mango, and he can pop the spike carapace just in case. Doesn't get hit by the splitter, though.
That is not going to be the worst death for Picasso. It drains Rezo of all his mana and gets to come back full. Secret getting glaved down at the end of this. Probably going to have to walk the base here. Lucky he has boots to not feel terrible about it.
It's kind of a similar situation, right? Where they killed the carry, but Ursa comes right back in. They blew all those mangoes. Now they no longer had that, so...
Oh, Picasso in trouble again.
Hit by the Split Earth. It's this combination of being able to jump in, followed up with the Split Earth, is just too damn powerful. Science is not able to deliver the final blow underneath the tower. Pops a bit of damage for his efforts.
Where are the salves you need on this lane? He is trying his best to abuse flag bearers and tower regen. Decent hero to do it. And he didn't even have to go the boots early just to try and live through these rebounds that are really messing with him.
And the weird part is they've got a mid Zeus, so it's not even like they have a mid hero that can rotate to the side lanes early and help them, disrupt things a bit.
Nope, but he can provide that ult. If you do end up in a trade scenario where people are low.
Yeah.
I mean, all things considered, these side lanes I feel are actually going decent for Thunder. Like, I don't think Secret's too happy with this top lane because the Maiden went up here. It really shuts down how much Ursa can just run Tide down the lane. So Secret's having a pretty free one. And yeah, but Kaz is getting abused bottom. But his net worth isn't looking too bad.
Going better than you would expect, right?
Yeah, I mean, that said, I'm not sure his lane gets much better for him.
Yeah. And We'll see how this top lane goes as well, with Ursa now being level 4. Mid lane, though, bright, shiny part there for Thunder. Dark Mago, he's almost to his 6. His top CS on the board, so he's faring very well against Nisha, which is pretty impressive considering the power of the Kunkka. The fact he's got 4 denies is pretty nice.
I mean, and the power of Nisha.
Yeah, that's true.
The top 3 mid laner in the world any day of the week.
Yep.
Dark Mago got the better of him in both games.
Impale, but Spike Carapace will help defend against this damage. It lasted just long enough for the split earth. He's going to pop the stick, but I don't think he's going to be able to walk this one off. He has a fairy fire, but just the constant attacks coming from Secret will ensure the kill. Oh, coming in. Our Zeus in some trouble. He's going to try and hop away, but of course he still has that curse on him. It's taken away, but I think it's a low level, so really not doing that much damage. We'll live, 25 health, and we'll have the bottle refill from the Nyx Assassin dying. They're also probably going to try and secure these power runes coming up in 10 seconds.
Yeah, timely death from Matthew. Going to get the refill, salve him up as well.
Because he's going to have to hop his way into the trees. They do manage to get the kill on Nisha with the 2 supports rotating in. Because he's going to be found eventually here. There's really no way out.
The cause suffers, but you get that Kunkka kill mid and rune for Dark Mago. He gets the Thunder God's Wrath kill as well. Huge start for this mid Zeus. And this is a hero you want to have a good start in this game. Okay, Bakaz is suffering, but with the lane setup you have, he's going to suffer no matter what. Come back in this game. If the Zeus is strong, it's the hero that can shove these waves out, stall the game.
Oh, look at that read. Damn, that was a good torrent from Nisha. But he's going to be punished moving forward. Pandamu and Matthew both coming back into play, and they're going to kill him twice. He just TP'd in. He's going to have to make the walk of shame back to lane now.
Very nice play. Thunder just reading that Nisha's going to be here and no help in the world. Zayat's also not choosing to join those engagements. I mean, he is a Marcy, he has TP. Choosing instead just to prioritize the side lanes. I guess they're not too worried about Nisha's game here. He's going to be utility. They do have 2 damage carries between the Ursa and the Lesh. So him having the best game isn't essential to Secret here.
It does mean that without the support in the top lane, the Tidehunter is having a little bit of a rougher time. I mean, it looks like his net worth is still perfectly fine, but I would imagine the Ursa is able to put some pressure on him every once in a while.
I mean, if you're in this position with Tide versus Ursa, I think you're pretty happy.
Yeah.
Unless you're trialing for him, you're doing
nice
quite
double
well.
stun, and the rebound doesn't land, and they're going to be able to get on top of the Leshrac here because playing the distance, wants to be able to land that final pounce to ensure the kill, and they get it. Dark Mago also joining in on the fray, ensures it.
That's huge. Nice rotation from Dark Mago to help clean this up. He's using his start, his strength to get his Slark back in the game. On top of that, permanent agility stolen. Every little bit helps.
Sacred, you see a world of difference, and maybe reason why he wasn't being pressured harder than he was. The early phase boots pickup allow him to live there.
Yep.
Haste.
8-minute power rune is top, so no refill on the Zeus bottle. Nisha with the haste rune. He's going to try and catch the Zeus, and he does manage to land the torrent into the axe, into the boat that's coming in. Matthew's going to try and stop them. Hits the stun onto the Marcy, throws out whatever damage he can, but it's not enough to get a kill, and he's certainly not enough to keep him alive, as Pandamu's going to be the next victim of the 2 supports, Science and Puppey, making their way deep into the Radiant base now. They're going to split up. One goes north, the other goes south, ensuring that one of them will probably live through this, and it's not Puppey.
Not with the night vision.
Not with the night vision, and not without a TP scroll.
Another stack for Bakaz, of course. Puppey claiming some stolen int of his own. Always nice to get.
Yeah.
Secret just not able to get to that fight. He was trying to get resources. Maybe if Tide's there, they can turn it with the Ravage. I think that was the dream scenario for him, but Secret good at abusing that, and of course abusing the haste rune for Nisha, able to close the gap, get the boat. Very nice turnaround kill for him, and it'll help him move into the jungle and clear some stacks. Get right back on track.
Ooh, bounty.
Sacred. Say he needs some help, but there's, well, maybe. Crystal Main's TPing. He's going to throw out the Ravage. And if they try and chase, Pandamu is here to defend. That is a Ravage down, though. Secret got to be pretty happy with that.
Good old zoning Ravage, you know?
Yeah.
Farm a little small centaur with it, maybe.
What are we going to be building for the Tidehunter in this kind of game?
Well, it's always Wraith Pack, Cap.
It's always a Wraith.
If you wonder what an offlaner's building, it's Wraith Pack. I mean, the regen, the scalability, especially for Slark, right? This is a hero where lifesteal just helps him so much. Extra tank ability helps him so much. I mean, that's pretty much every agi carry in the game.
Yeah, it is kind of hard for Slark to play against Slark, right? Because you can't defend on your ultimate, all that AoE damage going around. So anything that can limit the impact of Slark is going to help a lot.
Absolutely.
And even shutting him down by getting kills would be even more important. They're going to get on top of resolution here. Do they have enough damage, though? The pounce is blocked. The stuns, chain stun coming through. The Slark dies, and Rezo is able to keep his distance. Stays alive through it all.
Global on top to secure it. That's something you're gonna have to think about this game if you're Pekaz, right? You get stunned all of a sudden. You don't see a Dark Pact, you just global. Slark is in big trouble in this type of scenario, and nice rotation from Nisha to clean up too. Another unsuccessful turnaround from Dark Mago. Still having a great game here on the Zeus. Once more, this is not the fastest lineup from Thunder, so they're okay giving up some trades.
Giants far forward here. Gonna be hit by the pounce. Matthew's gonna come in. And maybe Zayas, he's trying to go for the kill on Pekaz, but he popped the ultimate just in time and the finishing blow was delivered. But if the Kunkka can keep everybody around, Rezo will certainly clean up the kills, and it's gonna be Matthew who should be dying here. It's gonna take a little bit longer than maybe they expected, but he does get run down. Mid lane. Dark Mago trying to kick Puppey out of here so they can get some more damage onto that tower, but Puppey does a good job pulling the creep wave behind, so the siege wagon dies.
Nyx has a decent amount of levels this game. You're going to have to think about the Vendettas, especially in these deep pushes into Thunder's territory. They want to have Secert go into them to take the fights. That's where Zeus, and especially this Tide, who isn't going to have Blink in this game, can really thrive and set up the fight for Pekaz to clean it up. On the flip side, this Slark is perfectly happy just pushing your towers down, especially when those ults aren't up. Secret can claim a decent amount of territory in this time. Gonna take a while before Pekaz really wants to join the fights. Whereas again, you have this Ursa start clearing through jungle, and Crystallis is choosing to go for Diffusal this game. So he is not opting for that heavy farm Battle Fury build. Secret's gonna up the tempo here in the next 10 minutes.
That's pretty interesting, because I feel like almost all years since I've seen it been going. Battle Fury in this tournament, but nice fight Carapace. That'll help defend the Zeus. Rezo shows up, they drop the sentry, spot Matthew, who's trying to get to the edges of it. Does all the damage he can before he goes down. Here comes Ursa, and he's gonna clean up the Crystal Maiden, and Dark Mago barely gets out before the X. Ravage going down, but nobody's really around to take advantage of this one. All of Secret is just gonna turn and rip into that watermelon, take the sweet juice inside, and go for a mid lane push now.
Super discoordinated fight from Thunder. They just aren't ready for the Secret incursion yet. If they're all there, they can maybe get a turnaround or a kill. Again, this tempo, they don't have big cooldowns they really have to rely on for the skirmishes. Sure, you have global silence, but it's not necessary. Nisha is just running around the map, setting everything up. Invis bottom. Yeah, Dark Pact Invis rune.
He's just gonna take, tried to take the CS, missed one of them. That just kind of annoys because...
Especially if Nyx dies early, it's hard for Thunder.
Yeah.
They really want him to be alive so he can get the Carapaces off on the Slark. Flesh is just so much of Secret's damage right now. If he has free reign in these fights, Nyx is down. It's gonna be hard to just commit in, and even Crystal is joining this, cleaning up the Crystal Maiden.
Back and alive we go as Thunder, bit of aggression, gonna be stalled here as Secret look to grab Panda Boo before he can get out. The X will ensure it. A little small hop away there with the Tumbler's Toy, gets him out of range with Zayas. Matthew showing up. X
Mago's trying to
going
bait
down.
it.
Matthew really wants to go for this one. They have the global silence though to be able to help out. Dark Mago backing out under the tower, but a jump forward from Zayas. A double kill pickup for him as Thunder just really not bringing the same kind of numbers Secret do to these fights.
Oh, they are getting out skirmished and heavily. There's a lot of stolen in going into the silencer too, already up to 16.
Man, really?
And Puppey, he's a smart boy.
I guess so. The reason why he's been a captain in Dota for so long.
I mean, I can't help but feel some of it's been stolen from this Maiden because Panda is sitting at 450 mana. This is getting a little bad for him, you know?
Yeah.
Crystal Maiden spells are not the cheapest. Might be needing to put more points in that aura at this rate.
Watching Nisha currently farm up some ancient stacks. Once he's done with this, he'll have BKB, so that'll be another big timing for Secret. Between the early BKB, the Diffusal Blade pickup on this Ursa, Team Secret They're going to be really hard to fight into in this around this 18 to 20 minute marker.
This is all for that Roshan. Crystallis is happy to go in there whenever Secret feels strong enough. He has the Morbid Mask. He's going the Diffusal build. That is a fight Thunder have to think about. That Bloodstone on the Shrek. You have that Kunkka BKB like you're talking about. These are very tanky heroes, and you don't have the easiest ways to initiate on. Pretty much Nick's vendetting in and stunning people, which...
yeah.
Secret's going to have sentries down, and they're not even really waiting. Just smoke Crystallis in, 2-man it up. Roshan is pretty much dead here, uncontested.
Yeah, Sidekick makes it really easy for the Ursa.
Bounty.
Combine that with the ultimate there of the Marcy as well, slowing down the attack speed of the Roshan. It falls pretty quickly. Thunder, either unaware or uncaring, give up the first Roshan of the game. Sacred, he's going to be hovering around this mid tower. He's got the Ravage. They're going to try and hold this mid tower for as long as possible. I expect Secret to try and challenge that with the Aegis sometime in the next 5 minutes.
I think Secret's definitely going to make a move. This Tide needs Wraith Pact. He is a long way away. This Zeus ideally wants his shard. He will pick it up now, so that's a huge damage increase for him. Very big timing. And more interesting perhaps is Pakaz has gone first item Mage Slayer, just in an attempt to deal with this Leshrac matchup who, I mean, Leshrac is the carry in this game, right? He is just going full carry items. You need this item in the matchup. I don't blame him, but the damage output diminishes quite a bit.
In which case, it just means the Zeus and maybe the Nyx and Crystal Maiden have to do a lot more of the heavy lifting.
I mean, it's even more on Dark Mago's shoulders now.
Yeah.
And then you really have to take a long fight as well. If these heroes go down for Thunder quickly, that's
Crystal is immediately challenging Secret. They've got the X to be able to keep him in place. He's going to blow the Ravage now. See if he can get away. Crystal's going to try and chase him down. They don't have the BKB. Oh, now he gets it off. As the Global Silence also protecting him. Nisha will get the X with this double damage. It's a little hard for Thunder to fight, but they can keep on the edges of this. They got to be careful of the Zeus, though. He's still silenced up. Oh, he needs to be able to jump away. Crystallis, okay, there goes the Aegis, yes, but the other heroes are on top of the Zeus, and without the Zeus, there goes the damage. Sacred comes back in, but he's just going to be another victim, and the X marks the spot. Reeling in the fish. A double kill for Crystallis and a mid tower for the taking for Team Secret.
This game is escalating out of control very fast. Pakaz didn't even want to join that fight. Of course, he didn't have teleport, so he couldn't have if he wanted to, I guess. Got a little more damage. Maybe Kunkka falls there, but it's a pretty good Aegis usage. Now you're pushing the lead to 5K. You get the tier 1 mid. Map opens up. Just an awkward Ravage here, right? Like, it's getting forced. You don't want to Ravage Aegis Ursa. They almost chain it well into something. Maybe if there's a Maiden ult here, it turns a bit better, but
yeah,
this is just too tanky. Double Bracer, BKB rush. You have the global to bail him out. Puppey holding on to it. Dark Mago gets a lot of damage off in this fight.
Yeah, but then he's so slowed down by this curse.
It's a hard game for Secret at the front line. You have Ursa to cut through him. You have Leshrac to cut through him. The X. Difficult Tide frontline game. Still trying to get to that Wraith Pact. The start he had was solid, but since then, nothing has gone his way.
Yeah, and I was just kind of curious if he would deviate from the Wraith Pact simply because of the fact the Ursa is such a big problem. But so is the Leshrac. So he kind of has to go for it, and he has to frontline, but he's going to be victim of this Ursa all the time. It really seems like a no-win scenario for Sacred.
Feels like there's a little too many problems for him to itemize them. Just gonna come down to one of these weird fights where somehow Pakaz gets on supports, trying to go ag so he can find the backline. If he can start on Slark, start on Marcy. I mean, I say start on Marcy, but Zayats is sitting at 1800 HP with Ogre Club. He's not exactly squishy.
See if they catch the Slark here. The smoke across. Not gonna be able to find him because he's able to get the pounce away first. So he'll keep the hopes alive of an Aghanim Scepter pickup. Slowed down by the curse. Panda, I think you're going to have to play a little bit of a sacrificial lamb here. He throws himself in to make sure that his Zeus does get out. Of course, Sacred is like, please, no, not my ancient stack. I'm so poor. Let me get the Wraith back, please. Oh, it's all being taken away from him. In fact, even his life might be taken away. His resolution's going to cut across with science. He's going to throw out the Ravage, but the boat is is still on point. It's still going to hit that stun. And
just
now with the
wants his
Marcy
point
there,
booster.
he can't even get to the point booster, denied with the death loss as well. He is still shy of that pickup. Ooh, this would be a dream pickup, but there's nothing there to follow it up, and a global silence to ensure there's no escape for a Nyx assassin.
That level 2 Thunder's God. Might have been close. That global doesn't come out. Very quick reaction from Puppey nonetheless. And yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a Ravage to try and buy a point booster. That is, that tells you all you need to know about the state of this game.
When you put it
Not
like that,
going well.
it looks pretty dark.
You didn't even get it either.
No. Panda, top by just constant jumps in from Marcy. Anybody shows in the mid lane, Marcy's gonna be there quick and fast to punish. Silence is okay. Mario's really getting up here. He's gonna pop the illusion to get rid of the curse, but he won't be able to deal with that axe. They do have a cause showing up finally with this Aghanim Scepter and might be able to get the kill on a Puppey. The Gush gets it, but at the same time with the Zeus dead, it's gonna be hard to play this out. Science, second pounce catches him as well. 2 kills for Thunder would be pretty nice. Secret with the double ensures that his Wraith Pact is gonna come in a little bit quicker. Nisha, who blew his BKB earlier,
Held the Shadow Blade though.
Yeah.
Get him out of dodge. Not the worst fight for Thunder. They get their Slark involved with that Ags timing, pick up 2 kills. You'll take that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, we're seeing how aggressive Puppey's playing too. He has absolutely no fear.
Oh, that is a nice TP deny. They can keep the pressure on this mid tower. In fact, they get it.
Has fallen.
That little play may have just gotten them the bounty on that mid tower. Secret takes the last hit. So, big time recovery for this Tidehunter who's been suffering.
Got him to his Wraith Pact. Showing some signs of life here for Thunder. A little momentum swing.
Will it be enough, though? The Wraith Pact will stop a lot of the damage, but Secret still up by 5k. They're an item or 2 ahead. And also, what can Bakaz do with this Aghanim Scepter? We saw in that first fight, used it pretty decently to kill the 2 supports.
You want Silencer every time.
Yeah.
Take Silencer out of the fight, it opens it up a lot for Zeus and Nyx.
Secret and Nisha having a little fun here. Both of them actually baiting a smoke behind the individual cores standing in front.
Well, they're fighting Puppey on the back.
Puppey, this would be so good. The smoke's been great. He throws out the curse. He gets a force dash to the high ground. The second pounce doesn't land. The Ravage doesn't land either. And now he gets off the global. He's getting all the spells off with the quick turnaround on it because it all falls apart for Thunder off of some nice quick moves from Puppey. He pulled out all the stops on that one.
Yeah, put on his dancing shoes today. Just super fast force staff reaction. That Ravage clips absolutely nothing with the BKB reveal on Slark, and fight's pretty much over at that point because it's 2 invested and 2 silenced.
Dire's top
Very
tower
nice read
is
by
under
Secret.
attack.
Puppey felt that one coming, but they had a great angle.
Yeah, they really did. With the rest of them on the high ground, BKBs all going off during the Ravage, and even the global. It's a nice finishing touch there on the end. Just beautifully played by Team Secret as
Radiant's
a whole.
bottom tower
That's almost
is
where you want the
under
Nyx
attack.
leading, so you can guarantee that kill.
Yeah.
Instead of the pounce, but maybe just not expecting that force staff to be up yet. It's also hard to just run in with Nyx this game. And there's a single sentry, you're getting global. Nothing can come out from the rest of his team to bail him in those scenarios.
The old Scepter, Aether Lens. Arcmago is trying to keep up as the Zeus. I mean, he was once the highest net worth in this game. You see he's had a little bit of a precipitous fall. He just can't keep up. Not with the amount of real estate that Team Secret has been owning throughout the last 10 minutes.
They are gobbling up the map.
Towards top. He had a pretty nice defensive ward there on the
Dire's
side of
courier
Thunder.
Has been
All right, Matthew kills Stallis Courier with full BKB on it.
Ooh, that's a nice pickup.
It's a lot of net worth. Pretty much the best thing he could hope for in that scenario.
Is that enough for you to make the call like, guys, we should smoke? I just took away the BKB, or do you think it's still risky?
I don't think you can smoke into Secret here. Maybe Secret goes into you and you can take the fight.
Maybe, or maybe just leave Pandamu behind.
That's Roshan. Number 2.
Second Roche. This is where things start getting really scary for an Ursa lineup and Aegis. Now the Shard.
I feel so bad for this main man. So much intelligence stolen.
Yeah, he's
Puppey
really
is
not progressing there, is he?
racking up the int, and that is shard for Ursa. No, this is the
Dire's
dream
middle
Ursa
tower is
progression.
under
Do the
attack.
first Roche pretty early. They got it with the smoke and Marcy. Second Roche, 24 minutes, put that shard online. Yeah, you're missing BKB, but I don't think he cares too much.
No, I don't think so either. Not with the constant enrages. Already having a hard time addressing him.
Coin for me.
Full Silver Edge done for Nisha as well. There's a break for this Tide.
Radiant's
Even
middle
harder to
tower is
frontline. I
under
mean, I don't
attack.
think he was frontlining much before, but now he definitely isn't.
Do you think he should continue to build on that and try and build up a physical
Dire's
damage
bottom
build,
tower
or
is
do
under
you like
attack.
what he's currently going, the Scythe build up?
I think the Scythe is
Radiant's
fine
top
here. I mean,
tower is
this
under
Team Secret
attack.
lineup does not lack damage.
Yeah, sure.
Remember, Crystallis went this diffusal damage-oriented build. He will have BKB Basher at some point. You have a carry Slark in your offlane who's doing just fine, and of course Marcy.
Radiant's
You know,
top tower
Marcy's
Zayas-
Marcy.
Yeah, Marcy's Marcy. Enough said. You know, they're not gonna lack damage, so Nisha can
Dire's
just go
middle
whatever he
tower
wants.
is under
Honestly, he can
attack.
go the AC, he can go the Hex
Radiant's
here.
top tower is under attack.
The Hex is definitely nice for the Slark control. Or if you find the Zeus, right, you stop some of these
Dire's
leaps or
middle tower
Yules.
is under
Just
attack.
guarantee the highest damage kill.
Matthew, I mean, this is a sad affair when you're using the Vendetta to try and, hunt down
Dire's
couriers.
bottom tower is
I mean, he's
under
certainly not strong enough, I think, to get a solo kill unless it's on Silencer with the Thunder God's Wrath. But even then, I have to question if they have enough damage. Pandamu, well, he's been just kind of playing forward a lot. I don't think he really cares too much about his own life. It feels like he's just kind of fishing for information, right? They got to just buy time more than anything.
Dodge, split the lanes. You're gonna lose out on some net worth, but try and make Secret run around and
Secret
pay for
spotted.
it. Someone has to pay the price here.
Yeah, and it's going to be the Tidehunter. So that Heaven's Halberd, which he was trying to get to address the Ursa problem that he has, it'll be delayed even further. Because did manage to get out, and he is closing in on a BKB. But it is a very
Radiant's
small
bottom tower
silver
is
lining,
under attack.
a very big and dark, scary cloud.
You know, Matthew, he's looking for that Ursa courier. That's why he's not killing these.
Hey,
he
he's trying to
wants
go to
that.
the-
He wants the BKB again, but he missed it. That was the one courier that went out the fastest. So Crystallis already has his BKB, and Matthew's kind of, I know what's coming. He read the timer very well. Actually, very intelligent play. Just not going to get it.
Damn, that is
And
actually...
now he sees it run back. He's like, oh.
Well, they know the BKB is now complete, and same goes for Pekaz.
In fact, they even put a gem on this Ursa. Puppey deciding to be generous this game and donate some of his net worth to ensure this Nyx has no free initiations.
The Blink Dagger as well. So BKB Blink, Ursa, you're 100% online, and you're trying to take 80 fights that you can get. Thunder are being rather elusive, though. They are doing a decent job of not being caught on their, well, I was going to say their cores, but mostly just because Dark Mago. He really wants the Aghanim Scepter. He's trying to farm it up with a Zeus right now, but he's got to be careful, got to respect.
Dire's courier has been killed.
It's a BKB, another one BKB denied.
It's a decent pickup. He waited a long time for it. So you're going to have to use it here. Of course, Aegis is still up for a minute. You're going to have a window where they don't have that. Aegis is down. You have your Slark BKB. Maybe you can get to this Zeus Ag. That's pretty much all we're looking at in terms of the next timings here for Thunder. All right, you're going to have a Halberd on the Tide, but at some point you're going to have to win a fight here because you are losing a lot of net worth in the period where you're just letting all three Secret Cores have free reign.
Heaven's Halberd complete. I don't know if it'll ever save Sacred, but it might stall his death. A few extra seconds. Spot him. Nice torrent. Good read from Nisha. They're going to go for the break as well to ensure that this Tidehunter doesn't have a single prayer getting out of this one. The tier 2 is going to be run down pretty quickly. Secret, bit by bit, taking more and more control of the map, increasing the pressure on this chokehold over Thunder Awakening.
Nice little play from Nisha there. Just taking the guess, you know, you never know. Someone might be lurking and gets him a free Tide kill. Every little thing matters. And of course, Matthew's still hunting for some courier. Which one's he gonna choose here?
Ah, God, I bet he wish he was playing a bounty hunter instead.
He doesn't want that one.
No.
He missed the last one with
No
the
good
shark.
items. Oh, no. That would have been a decent pickup.
It's taking me back to Boston Major here.
Yeah, seriously.
The bounty hunter courier snipe.
Maybe next time just hanging out on the enemy side of the map, constantly looking for courier kills. Vendetta is not the best. He's definitely not the best Invis hero to be making these plays. But there's just not much else to do, right? Thunder just cannot fight. They understand that, and they're really just waiting for Secret to either force something by going high ground, or they get to a point where... I mean, what point is that exactly? What items do they need where they're like, all right, guys, we can win a team fight? I'm not convinced there is an item.
Refresher shard from Roche for Tide? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be some base defense fight where Secret overextends. Honestly.
Yeah,
I don't think you can fight outside the base anymore. These heroes are just too tanky. And Secret's not gonna give you any freebies.
No, they're not. They're a very disciplined team.
That's the first Thunder God I've heard in a while.
Yeah, he just was fishing for information. Hadn't seen any heroes from Team Secret in a while, so
Yeah,
wanted to make sure he wasn't getting ganked top lane.
Wanted to finish up his Ags, which he will. So now you have a bit more global pickoff potential. We can kind of see where this lineup was supposed to be at this point, you know, where Nyx and Zeus could have threatened heroes along the way.
Yep.
I'm not sure you're threatening too much outside of some more couriers you're scouting. Let me tell you something. This courier hunting looks a lot more fun than it actually is. Is he gonna take one?
Yeah, losing game probably doesn't feel so hot. All right, got the Ursa courier. Hey, there we go.
And you know what his reward is? He is level 10. He is level 10 in 30 minutes because he has not seen a creep in a very long time.
Dire are scared.
Who needs levels and mana burn?
It's true.
Science is done with this. He's like, all right. Enough of this Nyx assassin nonsense. Find some Rezo, pairs up with them. They don't actually get him.
He's out.
He was too close to the Leshrac for the rebound to land, I think. So
That's some space. I mean, honestly, even if he dies, he's so low level. It doesn't matter. He comes back in 30 seconds.
I like how he set up this series. You know, Thunder Awaken. You know, #1 in average kills and assists.
Yeah, not this
team.
game.
It's I mean, it counts if you were talking couriers.
That's
true.
this brigantine.
I mean, all that said, somehow, because it's top net worth,
Yep.
it always happens.
Man finds it. He
He's
knows
found
where the
farm.
gold is.
And he's got Titan Sliver, he's got Skullbasher, level 20.
First
Maybe the best
excursion
window they've
outside
had
of the
in a long
base for a
time.
while. Thunder. Smoked up, spot Rezo. Puppey's gonna break the smoke though. They're immediately gonna jump onto him, but the force down gets him away. And Marcy, wow, there goes the next assassin, blown up immediately by the help of Nisha. Secret in the middle of all this. He has to wait out the BKBs in order to get a good Ravage off here. They're gonna reset. Secret doing the same, respecting the fact that with the BKBs on cooldown, there could be a big Ravage play, especially with the buyback coming in from Matthew.
Awkward initiation, but that said, Thunder don't lose too much, and they know there's no BKBs. This is one of those windows where they can try and make a play.
Yeah, but how do they do that exactly? I mean, not sure if they have any smokes left. They don't have a blink on Tidehunter to like really force a good team fight with blink Ravage. It's kind of weird. I almost feel like they're gonna go back to farming.
I feel like they need this blink because Pakaz can't just jump his silencer and make it a good fight.
Yeah.
It's just a 4-staff out, and then you're getting global after the dark pack. So it's very awkward in terms of initiation right now for Thunder.
I was gonna ask if maybe Nyx can get a blink dagger, but then I remembered.
Yeah, he does
hasn't
have
been
a
doing
force.
much.
But that's his buyback, and
This cannot go on. This cannot go on. They can't be giving up Roshan while BKBs are cooldown and Ravage is up. Oh no, Thunder. What have you done? You had to play for this Roshan. I feel like this was one of the only moves they had. Now they've given up an Aghanim Scepter to the Ursa, so now even if they hit a good Ravage, Chrysalis could just knock it off anytime.
He doesn't care about anything anymore. Takes the cheese, takes the Ags. Aegis onto Rezo. Air feels so strong, he doesn't need the second life.
Well, this is truly going to be just an all-in high ground defense, I think, at this point for Thunder. And Secret are probably at the point they're feeling strong enough, right? Third Roshan, a fresh Aegis, we've got a cheese. Like, they are so far ahead in net worth at this point in time that, I mean, they would love to get a pick off first. Pandamu escapes just barely. Matthew may be able to do the same here. If Secret can't find anybody in the next 2 or 3 minutes, feels like they may just brute force it.
I mean, they really want to find the pickoff. Just forcing the high ground versus Zeus is... Sure, you're up a lot of gold, but it can be weird, especially with buybacks.
Can we get something here? Ooh, nice reaction from Bakaz. Gets the pounce away before the X could catch him.
More courier hunting.
Here it comes.
Versus courier round 3.
Hey!
He'll get the observer for it too, so makes his life a bit easier.
Yep. Another 45 seconds. Well, actually 60 seconds for him to really get out there and wait for a while. We'll see another courier pickoff, perhaps.
Prezzo doing a little poking. Pretty low on mana, but of course, second light.
Got the Aegis. They're going to burn it.
Radiant's top tower.
Now, plenty of secret heroes are around, so it's not like Thunder can really keep going here. Panda, hello. Thunder God's Wrath going out, spotting all 5 of these heroes because maybe he can jump on the silence. He's going to go for it here, but once again, the Force Staff is going to go down. Nisha lays out the boat. Secret trying to position here. Pops a Ghost Scepter, waiting out the BKBs, and gets back up into the high ground. Nice play by him. Crystal is trying to chase after, but now he's inside the base. Now they have an opportunity for a Ravage, perhaps, with Secret continuing to hold. Very patient there. I love the way he played forward and then used that Ogre Club totem to be able to jump back inside the base. He knows this Ravage cannot be used lightly.
No, you have to threaten it, and at the same time, you have to be super patient, try and wait out those BKBs, and then turn.
Double damage.
The longer you wait, the higher chance because maybe dies in that duration, and if he goes down, you lose a huge amount of your sustained damage. Of course, you can rely on Zeus in these high ground scenarios, but Secret might not give that to you all the time.
Don't get me wrong,
Very
Secret,
precarious.
They are smashing this, and the status quo has not changed, but it is impressive that Thunder just haven't straight up lost yet. They like the way to play these fights has to be so perfect, and they've been doing a great job of it so far.
They have Blink on Tide now.
Now they've got a real possibility, right?
Yeah, they can Blink Ravage into the Nimbus. Nyx can follow up. Maybe Marcy saves you, maybe the Global bails you out. There is that window. And of course, they have multiple Ghost Scepters as well. No real nullifiers or anything from the Secret side, so these Ghost Scepters are doing a decent amount of work.
Yeah, Zion's already made that read. He's try and build a nullifier. It may be a little while for this forward position to get it,
Radiant's top
but
tower.
he is at least aware of how strong this item could be.
And when your forward position's building nullifier, you feel pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Radiant's top
He's gonna.
tower is under attack.
I mean, he's gonna jump onto that Zeus and never let go.
I mean, at this point, Secret's gonna have 5 carries, right?
Yeah.
He should build some attack speed on Silencer. He's got the int to do it.
Yeah, he's got 32 stolen intelligence.
Waiting for the runes. Waiting for next Roche, perhaps. I don't think Secret's in a rush here.
Yeah.
Maybe their couriers are, but I think
They're trying to speed boost out of that tier 3, tier 2 area as quick as possible.
I mean, I'll tell you, they are microing these things.
Yeah.
There's a refresher flying out for Nisha. So you're going to have double BKB, double Hex. Good catch to these heroes off guard. Havoc Hammer as well. Even extra tankiness.
Smoke might actually catch Thunder. Thunder was being very patient, just sitting inside their base, but they're poking out now. Team Secret. Get this opening. Now, Secret's going to be the first one spotted here. The Tidehunter, big front line. He's going to break this smoke, get a lot of information for Thunder, and choose whether to engage or not. I assume the answer is probably a no, as it's been for the last 20 minutes or so.
I can't believe Puppey just walks into these areas like this, you know?
Yeah, yes.
He's just walking in, gets a Nimbus. It's like, whatever.
I mean, he really hasn't been punished for it yet.
No.
Like, so many times he's been pounced on, yes, but they haven't been chased on. Once again, he's got the Force Staff to go for it. Bakaz is going to keep going here. This is pretty crazy. He immediately jump in there. Sacred's going to have to wait out this BKB. Once again, the situation. Bakaz playing slow, taking the damage. They've got the Ravage thrown out now. Chrysalis does manage to get off the range. They do have, he gets his ultimate, and also the shard being thrown down. Bakaz has got to be able to jump away, though. It's AoE damage to the left strike. He managed to get it right in front of Crystallis, but the Hex landed as well. Gets up to the high ground, gets that speed boost, starts regenerating away. Resolution, though, trying to catch. Nice Yule Scepter, barely in time to stop the Split Earth. Science jumping in after him into the base, but Dark Mago is already away. The 2 supports die on the side of Thunder, but the core's not dying. will keep this game stalled out, I believe.
It is still going. I mean, they were close to killing that Ursa. If that Ravage comes out before the cheese pop, he is gone for sure. Nisha looking for more here.
Tier 4s are up. Next Roshan is coming in soon. 2 minutes to be exact.
Gotta abuse that Slark night vision as well. This is their best entry in the fight because they're never gonna have a really good ward outside of the Slark initiates you can plan an ob later.
Yeah.
That's why Puppey is so confident because they just know they have no vision. They've had that gem forever. Starting to poke this high. No Ravage for 60.
Let him just throwing himself in there. See if he gets out. The splitter doesn't land.
Pretty sure
Good.
it's no BKB.
Oh yeah, he needs a 4-step out of here. He's in a little bit of danger. Pecans gets on top of him, and they do have Secret to follow up as well. Pecans realizes as soon as the last rank shows, he's got to get out of here. The Ogre Club doesn't get Secret quite far enough. He's going to be chased down with the magic damage and resolution on the side. Science is going to be able to finish off Dark Mago as well. Pecans turns around, does the damage onto the last track. He needs to be able to keep his back up against the wall, make sure nobody gets in front of him. If anybody stops his pounce, he's dead. He now has to blow the BKB. He jumps over to the side and TP's out. He will get away, but the rest of his team has been devastated by this. They throw buybacks and still haven't gotten a kill out of it.
Absolutely nothing going Thunder Awaken's way in this fight, and Crystalla smells the blood.
Yeah, that's going to be another death for Pandamu. The chance to break the high ground looks like it's Secret. Finally going to crack it open.
Blip will come out. They are low resources, but doesn't seem like any of them are close to dying. Puppey is still eluding this Slark.
Four staff and a Ghost Scepter. The rest of his team being so mobile, they can come save him anytime.
And Pekaz really needed that Abyssal, and he might never get to it at this point. Repeat Glyph here. BKB is up for Nisha now.
Now the Nyx is in the trees here from the side. They try and get a sneaky impale. Ravage going down, the pretty decent one, but they can't really focus any one hero down. They don't have the damage now without the Zeus. And now with the Slark hexed up, it's a chain stun combo that will ensure his dead for 85 seconds. No buyback and Secret falling as well. Also no buyback. This is looking like it's over. That's it. GG Secret. Absolutely no mercy whatsoever. Fully disciplined, controlled the game from the get-go.